Alright, so in today's tutorial, we'll look at how to create our own book template in LaTeX, and specifically we'll be looking at how to create a thesis template using the book document class. So I've created a folder for this, and in the graphics I've downloaded some image and also have some logo. This is a school that I'm affiliated to, so I'll be making use of this logo. Alright, so let's move into Text Studio. So to begin with, we can move to Wizards, Quick Start. Now we're making use of book. Right, so in here, I can leave the default geometry. I'm gonna choose 2.5 for each margin, 2.5, right? This also 2.5, 2.5, top margin 2.5, then the bottom margin is also going to be 2.5. Okay, so we are good to go. Let's define our preamble. So we have the preamble. It's going to be our preamble where we'll have most of our packages. Right. Then we can have our body. Right. Alright, so let's save this. So I'm gonna save this in the folder. That's where I have the book template. I'm going to name this book. Right. Or my book. Right, so save. Okay. Now the book document has some component that it follows. We have the front matter, the main matter, and the back matter. So that's what we'll be looking into right now. So let's start with the main matter. In here we have the title, the declaration, dedication, acknowledgement, abstract, table of content, list of tables, and list of figures, right? So let's start with this. I'm gonna create a folder in my where I have this text file. So I want to create front matter. This should have been front matter, right? So we have the front matter, and in this folder I want to create my title page, right? And let me copy this, paste. So I also need declaration, right? And I also need dedication. I also need acknowledgement, right? And right, think abstract, right? So abstract. Then we can have table of content, list of tables, then we can have list of figures. Then we can also create the main matter where we have our chapters. So I'm gonna create include main matter, right? Main matter, and in this folder I want chapter 1, right? So let's copy, paste. We need at least 5 chapters. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so this is basically the main matter. Then we also need the back matter. Without these commands, you can work with book documents in LaTeX, right? So it's very important. Back matter. So we can have the bibliography, right? Bibliography, which I'm going to name my bib file or my bib. Then we have the bibliography style. Bibliography style should be let's use plain for now. Then we can also have in the back matter we can also have appendix, right? So include appendix. So back matter, create a folder known as back matter, right? Create a folder known as back matter, and in this folder I want to have appendix 1. If you want to create more, you can have another one, appendix 2. You can also have index, right? But I'm gonna skip this. Right, I just want to maintain these two. Think we should be good to go. So we are going to open each one of them one after the other and be working through it, right? So these are the main components when it comes to book document. Front matter, you need to have your main matter, which comprise of the chapters, and your back matter, right? Your reference list and what have you, right? So let's start with the title page. Let's open this. So first let me give the directory to my graphics. So I'm going to use the graphics patch. With the graphics path, I'm going to name graphics so that it can locate all my graphics. Right, so we are good to go. Open this. Right, yes. Okay, so we have the title, and we'll begin with begin title page. Right, so in this I want everything to be centered, so I'm going to use begin center. Right, so I want to give the name of the institution, so I'm going to use, I want it to be bolding, so I'm going to use T text BF, which is for bold phrase. Right, I want the font to be bolding. So I'm going to use my institution, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Right, so, and I want this to be large. Right, large. Okay, so we are good to go. I want to leave some space so that I think 1 centimeters will be good, so that I can add some logo. So I'm going to use figure environment, and in this figure environment I want my logo to be centered. So let's include graphics. Scale should be 3 centimeter, 3, yeah, just 3. And I have my logo in my folder. Alright, so graphics. So I'm gonna use this with the name KNUST seal, right? So KNUST underscore seal. Right, so I can decide to label this, but let me ignore this. Right, don't need the labeling for now. I think we should be good to go. Alright, so once I've created this, I can also leave some space, within space. Right, so let's say 1 centimeter, right, or 1.5 centimeter, and I want to actually write this, let's say the topic, right? So, and I want it to be bolding, so I'm going to use text bold font, right? And so assuming I'm dealing with simulation methods for solving stochastic differential equations and its applications, right? So suppose this is my thesis topic, right? So once I'm done with this, I can give some space, vertical space 1 centimeter. So this is by, then the name, right? So let me leave some space, another vertical space, 1 centimeter. Then my name should appear, right? So by Eric Tay Mensa, right? So if maybe you are more than 2, you can just close the line and just type another name, right? But since it's just 1, I'm just going to omit this, right? So you can also give another space, 1 centimeter, or let's use 2. So I want to write this preamble. So I want it to be in caps, short caps, small caps. So I want to write this: a thesis submitted to the Department of Statistics and Actuarial Science, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, right? Technology, right? In partial fulfillment, for the partial fulfillment of the requirement for the degree of MPhil mathematical statistics, right? So should be good to go. So there's just a preamble for the thesis. You can leave another space, 1 centimeter, and just add our date. So we just need to use today as compared to book form where we have to introduce date before today. In the in-book writing in LaTeX, if we want to include a date, we just have to use this, right? Instead of bringing date before today as we did in report writing. All right, so let's try and see how this will look like. So let's build and view. So it's gonna take some time to build and view, have a preview of the document. So once this is done, we will see the output here. All right, so here we are. All right, so here we are. Right, so we have this. I think the image is too much. Let's change the scale to 2 point or 2. Yeah, 2 is okay. Let's look at this. Let's introduce H to place it below the institution name, right? So because we want it to come under the institution just below it, after this we have to introduce H, right? Let's compile, build and view. Okay, so now it's pretty good, right? So I think we are good to go.